We are live now. This is a very it's a scary case. It's man, it crazy, crazy. Um, Before I start the video, I would like to give you a little bit of a bit of information about the case. I've got the video paused right now, but I'm going to go down because you guys can't see the screen right now, so we're good on that. Okay, so first of all, Martell had abducted other individuals at gunpoint and forced them to aid him. Forced them to aid him in the disposal of Garver's body. Wow. He eventually dumped the body in a lake near Garver's residence. Evidently, there was a murder that took place, which I didn't know about this case. I had no idea about this, and I've been trying to follow cases and stuff more than what I used to because with me being in criminal justice, I now try to keep up with a lot of different types of cases and stuff like that. So he had a warrant for murder, a warrant. Now that I can fix it. Okay. So he had a warrant for the murder of that person. And the warrant was still open on July 26th, okay, of 2018. Now, when it says when he was shot and killed by Anthony Loyalcano of the Lakemore Police Department, family members of Martell would later recount to police his abuse of drugs, which was including methamphetamine. I guess he had made a statement to friends and family that cops were going to end up killing him over a drug deal, or a drug bust rather, and said that he was going down. As a matter of fact, he said going down without a fight, which is exact words. I guess the officer found a large cache of his weapons, including rifles, shotguns, crossbows, and ammunition. So this guy had a lot of weapons. And I'm gonna keep up on this case and try to do some more videos on this same case to see what else we can find out. I guess accompanying the weapons, there was various court documents, bail bond documentation, and a summons in the name of Kenneth Martell. Let's see. It says also in the area was stolen property and identification cards of Martell's Pennsylvania murder. Theodore Garver, which was the one that he murdered. The weapons found near his lap after the incident that happened in this video was a Colt Police Positive 38. Wow, a 38 caliber. It was fully loaded, and a Roan GmbH Suntine BRZ 22 caliber. That one was unloaded. I guess they also revealed amphetamine. Sorry, you guys. Leprosy 24 ng/mls. Also methamphetamine 36 ng/ml. Delta 9 carboxy THC 29 milliliters, and Delta 9 THC 1.1 ng/ml. Okay, so on June 8th of 2019, police published the real footage from the body camera of Officer Loyal Kano, which I believe is the lady. In response, many people asked to see the complete footage from the officer. Oh, no, the lady officer that almost got killed was Officer Lady Brianna Tedesco, whose life Martell was threatening when her partner shot him. Let's see what else info I got here. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and show this, you guys, and then I'll talk on it some more. I love to get your guys's reactions on this. What do you think? What? And feel free to give your opinions here, okay? I'm not going to, if you say, hey, that wasn't right, okay, that's your opinion, and I'm not going to, hate you because you have a different opinion that somebody else might have, but clearly he was going to kill this lady, this officer. He was going to kill her. I'm hoping you guys will be able to see this good enough. Hopefully. All right. So let me get down to the play here. Okay. I got to go over here and do the share. Bear with me. It only takes me a second to do this. Let's see if we got any chat going yet. Okay, not yet, but let's do this. All right, here we go.
Document. StreamYard. Document.
All right, run the StreamYard.
StreamYard Google Chrome. 21 man attempts to murder late police officer. Get smoke officer keys.
All right, here we go.
Next chip was button. Play A button.
I'm going to turn off my audio while you listen. All right.
Okay.
And watch this very carefully.
Hi. Good, how are you? What are you doing parked back here?
Just taking a nap at work for a while.
Okay, where are you coming from? How long have you been here?
I've been here for a while. Not positive how long. Took a nap. I came from Pennsylvania.
Okay. Where are you headed?
Out west. I
Oh.
would start off the interstate to the left. That's all.
Okay. How did you find this place? What?
By accident.
Oh, that's pretty weird. Do you happen to have a driver's license on you that I could see? You don't have a driver's license?
No.
Not on you? Do you have anything with your name on it? What about your vehicle registration? Anything with your name on it?
Did I do something wrong?
No. But you're parked on private property right now. It's suspicious that you're back here. This doesn't normally happen. You were sleeping, so I needed to check on you, make sure that you are all right.
Yeah.
But I do need to identify who you are. You didn't do anything wrong. I just need to make sure that you're okay.
Yeah, I'm James Duncan, but I got changed, I've been on the road.
Okay. Not a big deal. I just have to make sure, you don't have any warrants or anything, which I'm sure you don't. And once I confirm that, you'll be on your way. No big deal. Dunkin?
James Duncan. Oh, you want the last part? Dunk.
I am. Do you have a middle initial, James?
Context menu. System menu. System. Close C. Task manager shift. Open closed. Use app control plus T. Maximize available X.
And on your driver's license, it's James?
Use app
Okay.
control.
What's your date of birth? 4/18/82. And out of what state do you have a driver's license? Pennsylvania. 8511. I have a name and date of birth out of Pennsylvania.
Menu.
Last name is going to be Duncan, D. David, U. Union, and Nora, K. King, I. Ida, and Nora. First name is James, common spelling, with a middle initial E. Edward, for a male, 4/18/82. 4/18/82 out of Pennsylvania.
This gets very interesting, you guys.
Did you spit out your window last night? It's a little dirty there. Like you threw up or something.
Oh. I mean, dumped out.
85/21 from 11. Look at 20. Temper, we're just after the townhouses. We're pulled off to the side on Sullivan Lake. We're kind of hidden. Temper. All right. So you said your name was James, right? So how come they can't find you out of Pennsylvania? They're not finding a driver's license record for James Duncan. Do you have anything in the vehicle with your name on it? 8511. I have the 28 for you out of Pennsylvania. King Henry Lincoln 4596. King Henry Lincoln 4596.
If you stop, I'll leave. Okay, let go. No, let go. Let go. Hey, no! Don't touch it! Don't touch it! No! No! Please don't shoot me! Please! Don't shoot me!
8521 shots fired by the police. One suspect down.
Oh my God, Anthony.
8521, 10-4 shots fired.
All right, you guys. Now the audio will come back here in a second. Just hold on. While we're waiting on that, he was clearly going to kill her. Okay. Now I've read some stuff on some other channels where I've been doing some research. People saying, how does she know he was really going to kill her? Okay. He had the gun. He was trying to point it right up at her. The only thing that was stopping him was her holding it down. And then, of course, her partner comes in. Unfortunately, ended up having to shoot this guy. But really, you know, it's in my own opinion, it's not unfortunate. I mean, this guy done murdered somebody. And, you know, he was just going to continue. If her partner wouldn't have been there, she would have probably been murdered and he would have moved on. Probably got somebody else. Maybe. I don't know. But wow. I'd love to get your guys' opinion. This is not over, though. It picks up here in a minute. Let's see what's going on here.
Settings button menu. Play on TV button menu. Subtitles slash 359 slash active. YouTube video player full screen. View M button. Next shift plus M button.
He had 2 guns.
Here we go.
Cover me, okay? Step to the side. Step to the side. Touch one. Right. I'm going through. Up we go.
11 and 21, there's going to be information on that vehicle. Looks like it's connected to a homicide.
Now, that lady just said that his vehicle was connected to a homicide.
10-4, notification to command being made. County out there?
10-4. 10-4. Oh, come on.
I knew that if I let go of his gun, I couldn't get mine.
Just relax, okay? Go ahead. What we doing? I just rolled up and heard you screaming.
I don't know what would have happened if he didn't get there. And I like looked down. I was looking at that paper, and then I heard him reaching for something in the door, and all I saw is the barrel in my face. And so I grabbed it with both hands to try to push it down. And then he started grabbing for the second gun, and that's when I was like, "Please don't shoot me," because I couldn't let go of his gun to get mine. They are not loaded?
Doesn't look like it. I'm not touching the other one right now.
Now, in the report, remember, one of them was loaded. It said that in the report that one was loaded. And, you know, and another thing we got to remember, you know, cops go through a lot of stress, a lot of, actually, believe it or not, police officers is on the highest percentage of those with depression and even suicide, you know, because of the things that they deal with, the things they go through. But this is going to be something that's going to haunt this lady for a long time. And you know, it's crazy, you guys, crazy.
Did you? I went to go grab for my radio, and he grabbed my hand. I don't know if I came over. I tried to say 1032.
I didn't. I pulled up and I heard you screaming. Let's get him out of the car. I don't know if we should get this guy out or what.
I would leave him because the guns are right here.
Oh. I heard screaming and I wasn't.
I was trying to
I
scream
didn't know if it was you.
1032 because I was trying to grab my radio to scream 1032, and he grabbed my arm. And I was like, I'll leave. He was like, okay, then let go of my gun. And I was like, no, I can't do that. Huh?
It's a homicide. No fuck plate in the front. Was he sleeping or?
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure he's drunk because
He had that look on his face.
yeah,
But
he's got beer in the back, an open bottle right there.
I just leave it for right now.
I have hand sanitizer in my car. You want it?
I got some too, right? All right.
I'm a little scared. Like I'm waiting for him to pop back up.
8521 for information. The vehicle was wanted out of Meadville, Pennsylvania. It says it was supposed to be occupied by Kenneth Martell.
Any physical descriptors on that?
There is not. I can contact them to see if they have anything further for us.
If you could, please.
10-4.
For 43, the subject is armed $200.
I am never making a move without you again.
Are you and your partner 10-2?
We are 10-2 right now, yes.
I don't know what I would have done if you didn't show up when you did.
Huh?
I don't know what I would have done if you didn't show up when you did.
You would have done the right thing.
I couldn't get to my gun. I couldn't.
We grabbed your weapon on.
No, so he had both of his hands on his gun, and so I grabbed the barrel and I pushed it down, but I had to use both of my arms to get the strength that I needed to overpower him. And then I went to go grab for my mic. Was trying to scream 1032, but he grabbed my arm or my hand, and my gun hand was holding his barrel down. Should we move our squads? Okay. No.
Because I think that
I didn't. I can put them back on. Yeah.
oh, yeah. Yeah, that's. You should line twos.
Yeah.
Where? Look at that. Good. Can I see your light?
Here, let me move.
Not self-inflicted. And you guys didn't do it? No, we did. We barbecue time. You guys? Yes. What? It was us. He was armed with two pistols. And you guys shot him? Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's see. Is that what you want to know? Is he deceased or not?
I mean, it's comforting.
Wow. Why? What was he doing?
He had that in my head.
Okay.
I'm
you
good.
okay?
I'm good. I'm a little like, but I'm okay.
All right.
Yeah.
We can go.
Yeah. He would have shot my fucking head off.
Hey, County, the car was apparently wanted for a homicide out of PA. Okay. Just so you know. Oh. Right. The one is empty. The other one had.
Which one is empty?
This one. This one's full.
He had this one in my face.
You don't. Just leave it for now. You're doing okay though.
I'm okay.
Okay. You're not injured physically.
No, I mean my arm is sore from rubbing against the door, but I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. You guys notified your command? A deputy chief is on the way right now. Okay. So, all right. You guys have any more guys coming? We've got at least 4 more people coming.
I wonder if I came through the radio.
I heard you last night. I just heard you screaming when I pulled up.
541. I have physical descriptors on that subject along with a photo from the state police. 10-4, it's going to be confirmed. There is a full extradition warrant for that subject for murder or homicide out of Pennsylvania.
8511. Can you also send that to my email?
I'm sending it to both emails.
Thanks. Subject is deceased.
Copy your occupancy.
Vince, you can go around my squad if that's you coming in.
There's traffic. Hello. 1079.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
8510, that's affirmative. The officers are reporting. The subject is 1079. 10-4. Certain major crime. 10-4. We'll give major crime. Did you want me to give them your number to contact you? 10-4.
I'm just going to hang out with you until someone from your command gets here, okay? Just make sure that you're okay.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
I know it's going to be very difficult, so I just want to make sure everything's okay.
8500 year route.
That's it. Oh. Nice shot. You okay?
I'm okay.
Good. Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't think we've actually formally met before. I'm
Brianna.
Ari, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
That escalated quickly.
Very.
I thought you were going to be out with I thought you had a sleeper around.
That's what he was initially.
You said he was passed out.
He was passed out completely.
That's a good find. We're all the way back here because it was darker a couple minutes ago.
It was. I did double take. I had to drive back, and I was like, "Hold on, that ain't right."
Well, we heard full extradition out of
Yeah, for homicide. He was about to kill me too.
He had that crazy look in his eyes.
Yeah.
All your stuff was out, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And these things get through even this.
Yeah, they are crazy.
You know, the one thing that I do like when I watch these videos with police officers is the support that they give each other. You know, that one officer's, you know, he had said, you know, I don't think we've ever met, but everybody's so supportive, you know, and the thing is even with like 911 rescuers and stuff, all of them have a really good relationship. They're like family. Every officer is like brother and sisters, and you know, even the connection with 911 dispatch, which is something I'm looking into, maybe possibly doing. But that's good teamwork right there, you guys. Good teamwork. Let's continue to watch.
Oh, who? Monitor. Put a monitor on him for the hospital.
I have no idea.
Right?
You want me to call Manus?
Yeah, we'll call the hospital. Maybe he's on his. He should be here. He should be here. So maybe they'll be all right. So we'll call. He should be here. Soon. Do we have any? I'm sure you guys got a name.
Oh, that's him.
Well, not verified, but
That's him.
the hospital just wants a little bit of information.
It's just him.
Yeah, that's. You want to give that to him?
Yeah. Ken Martell.
That's the one with the 99.
Yeah. I have some.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. No, I'm good. Ready to go the fuck home.
85-10-10-4. I was speaking with the Pennsylvania State Police because we have a confirmed identity on the subject, and I'll let them know.
So you want to just kind of name, his age, simple stuff.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Ken Martell.
Ken?
Ken Martell is what I have.
Ken, like in
10-4.
Yeah. Kenneth Martell. Out of his Pennsylvania. All I have is a DL image and his name.
Okay.
That's it.
Go ahead. Well, how old is he?
All I have is the image. I don't know.
You guys need from us anything?
8511. Do we have a date of birth on this subject?
Yep, yep.
Date of birth is actually the one he gave before 18 of 82, just the name of Kenneth Edwin Martell. Physical descriptors 5'6", 150, blue over brown.
Temple.
The correct is it brown or blue?
Okay.
It's him.
Yeah, not that.
Yeah.
This is unrelated. I slipped in the mud.
Okay. You okay?
I'm
You have your body cam still on?
yes.
Okay, good. You okay?
I'm okay.
All right.
I mean, I'm gonna get a therapist, so I'm okay.
Okay. Hello? Good. Well, I just walked up. From what I'm getting is that our officers found a suspicious vehicle on a side road off of Sullivan Lake Road. I'm assuming they approached a vehicle, and I haven't actually interviewed the officers or got into it very much with them. Preliminary information is the subjects wanted out of Pennsylvania for homicide, and there were shots fired at least 1079. Yes. Yes. Yeah, so if you can either take, you could take 12 to Sullivan Lake Road, and then when you get to Four Seasons, you make a left, and it's right by the golf course. It's just south of the golf course.
You looking for anyone else? As far as you know, that's it.
That's the one.
Was it?
Or you can also come off Route 120.
We don't know the specifics of Pennsylvania. You just wanted for homicide. No, she found it. She was driving by and saw it parked back here. It was dark. It was good find.
We're all hot on our body cameras.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm going to take my squad into the...
Yep. No. Yeah, we got nobody, as far as I know, nobody said anything. We're just holding the scene. All right, thanks. All right. You okay? I got officers coming in to handle the street. So, not that. Where is he at? Is he?
He's still in the car.
Okay. So let me talk to you real quick.
Need some water, you need a drink. Nothing.
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
Go ahead. Where exactly are you? We're closer to the golf course, just south of Sullivan Lake Road.
You guys have more information on it?
Like what? What you need?
Date of birth.
I got. Yeah. He actually gave me. I don't know where my notepad is.
You just read.
If I can find him. That's him. Martell. Right, but where is his date of birth? Here we go. That doesn't make sense.
So far, from what you guys have seen so far with this video, feel free to give your opinion about it. You know, is there anything that you find to be, out of line, or any of that stuff? How do you feel about the way the officers are handling this? Feel free to give any opinions on this whatsoever.
Public safety 557.
Hey, it's Brianna from Lakeland.
Hey, how are you? Okay?
I'm okay. Can you repeat for me his date of birth? I don't know why I'm not able to see it.
There's a lot going on right now. 4/18 of 82.
82. Okay, and he is 5'6", 150.
Yep.
And blue eyes, brown hair.
Blue.
Okay. All right. Thank you. The paramedics needed it, and I couldn't find it in the notes. So, thank you.
Actually, I'm sorry. I think I need to attach it.
Oh.
I don't know if I attached the Pennsylvania file yet. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, that's okay. All right. Thank you.
All right, cool.
All right. Bye.
No problem. Bye.
That's all you needed? Was this
Yeah.
date of birth, height, weight, eyes?
What was the last name? No.
Kenneth Martell.
Is there a way to confirm his last name still on? So for my
Yeah.
8500 Denmark.
Martell.
Did you check out for rescue?
I did not get checked out.
Yeah, you need to be checked out for rescue.
okay. I'm assuming her as well.
Huh?
Check her out too.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Any vitals and all that stuff.
Okay?
I'm okay.
You okay?
So I got major crimes on their way. I got Frankie and Macolitis on their way. I got a brief preliminary from him, and major crimes called back, and they're on their way.
Okay.
So I'm just going to get a brief of what happened on your end, and then you guys will do all the rest with major crimes and things like that.
Okay.
Where are we at? Here?
He's back
Yeah, I
there.
didn't even go up there yet.
Just so you know, both weapons are secure on her hood. I checked them. They're open, but
Okay.
one was
Which car are you driving?
The
She's
first
the front one.
Okay.
They're on the hood.
And all of that was caught on body cam.
Yes.
Okay, good.
I mean, mine was pushed up against his car, but you could hear me screaming, I'm sure.
Right. Okay.
Yours is what?
He was in the car and he had a barrel on it, so I was pushed up against his car. So my body cam didn't see it.
Well,
She
he's
heard it
trying to
all.
control it, keep it away from her. I roll up, she's just screaming off the top of the head. So I run up there.
Trying to take your weapon.
No. He had the weapon in my face. And so I pushed his barrel. He was sitting in the car, so I pushed his barrel down in as far as I could, but I was leaning it in his window.
Okay.
All right. Let me just get a brief description or a brief interview first.
Sure.
Yeah. So you all right?
His face isn't going to leave my mind for a while, but I'm okay.
I'm just worried, that you guys are okay. That's all that matters.
Make sure you watch Anthony's body camera because that was a good fall.
Okay.
I went back for hand sanitizer and I slipped in the mud.
Oh my God. I'm assuming you saw a suspicious vehicle.
So I was driving down, and I was just looking around, and I saw a vehicle parked back there. And I was like, well, that's not right. So I got a little bit further up, and I did a U-turn, and I came back, and I pulled in that drive, and I put my takedown on, and I called it out. I called out the vehicle description, and I kind of tried to describe where I was. And then I started to walk up, and I was flashing my light, like waving it, because I saw him sleeping there. I called out that it's going to be occupied by one male. So he eventually woke up. He turned the car on. He rolled the window down, and so I said, "Hey, you know, how you doing? Whatever." I don't remember the exact conversation, but he told me he was sleeping. I said, "Okay, how long have you been here?" He said, "Oh, you know, a couple hours." I said, "Okay, where are you coming from?" He said, "Pennsylvania." That he was going down whatever direction to visit family. So
a conversation, basically.
Right.
Where he was at. He's saying he just came from.
He said he was driving from Pennsylvania, and he was going to visit family. He didn't say where. He said, "I'm driving down south or north or whatever direction," he said, to visit family. And so I said, "Okay, you know, can I get your name?" And he told me James Duncan. And I think the middle initial he gave me was E. And he gave me his actual date of birth.
Gave James Duncan?
Yeah, James E. Duncan.
Okay, and do you remember the date of birth or not? That doesn't matter. But he gave you the
He gave me his yeah, once we found out who he was, dispatch said he gave the correct date of birth. But so then I ran his name and date of birth through Foxcom, and then I walked to the back of his vehicle, got the plate. I walked back, called it in. And he's like, "Am I in trouble?" I said, "No, I just want to make sure, you know, it's not always that we see someone parked back here. I saw you passed out or sleeping, whatever, so I wanted to make sure you're okay." I said, "As long as you don't come back with any warrants or whatever, you'll be on your way, and no big deal." And then I called out the plate at some point within that. And then I told Anthony, "Hey, I'm behind the townhomes. I'm pulled in. I'm kind of hidden. Make sure you find me." And then I was like, "You don't have anything in the car with your name on it? Nothing I can confirm?" And so he reached in the glove box. He pulled out a paper.
So you told Anthony you were behind
the townhouses here.
All right.
Because I didn't really realize how far back I was, but I said, "I'm behind the townhouses. I'm tucked in it like it's not a path. I'm tucked in here."
Okay.
And then so I was like, "You know, you don't have anything to confirm your name or whatever." So he reached in the glove box and he pulled out a paper. And when I was looking for it, he started digging in the side panel of the driver door, and I heard like the clinking. And so I look up and he had the barrel.
So he reached into the glove box, you said?
Yep, and he grabbed, because I asked him if he had anything, like his registration or something to confirm his name. And so he grabbed a piece of paper. I don't know what it was. It looked like a birth certificate.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was looking down at it, I heard him grabbing something in the driver door. And I look up.
Okay.
So
you're looking down.
I was looking at the paper he gave me.
Right.
And then I heard him grab him for something. I look up and he pulled the gun out. And so I wrapped both my hands around the barrel and I tried to shove it down, reaching in his window. And I don't know what he said, but I was like, I'll leave. And he was like, "Okay, then let go of the gun." I said, "I can't do that." And I remember thinking, I'm not strong enough to let go and overpower him with one hand. But I went for it. I tried to call 1032, but I don't know if I was hitting my button. And he grabbed my hand. And then I remember, I think I tried to shove the gun back down.
It's probably major crime. Okay, he said, "I'll leave." He said, "Okay, let go of the gun."
And I said, I can't do that.
I can't do that.
Or I said, no, something along those lines.
Okay, hang on one second. Okay. Then what?
And then I let go with my left hand and I grabbed my radio and I was screaming 1032, 1032
Go left hand.
Yes, yeah.
while still holding his barrel.
Right.
Um,
Like more units, your status.
10-2.
1032. Okay.
I probably said that like 5 times,
Right.
but I don't know if I had my button down.
Right.
But while I was doing that, he grabbed for my hand to try to stop me from keying up. And then I grabbed his barrel again, both hands, and my right hand never left his barrel.
Okay.
And then I was like, please don't shoot me. Please do not shoot me. Please don't shoot me. And I remember then trying to grab for my gun, and Anthony came, and I think he said something, I don't know.
Who did?
Anthony.
Okay.
Probably telling him to drop the gun. And then
Did he say anything when you said, please don't shoot me?
I think so, but I don't know.
That's all right.
And then Anthony said something. He wasn't letting go of the gun. And I just looked at Anthony. I think I backed up, and Anthony shot him. So as I was backing up, I drew my weapon. And then I went to grab hand sanitizer, and I fell in the mud.
I'm just glad you're okay.
So you looked at Anthony.
Oh.
So when you looked
He
at
went to grab a second gun at some point.
Okay.
I know that he did. I think Anthony might have been in there already.
So when you looked at Anthony, you let go of the gun, or you don't remember?
I remember letting go of the gun and like trying to
withdraw.
Okay.
Right. Once I saw Anthony there, I was like, okay. He had his gun drawn,
Okay.
so I went for it. And it wasn't fast enough, but I went for it.
So you let go of the gun, and then
Anthony
next thing
shot
you
him.
remember, Anthony shot him.
Yeah. He did reach for a second gun at some point, but I don't know where. My guess is the gun that after Anthony checked him.
That is just super crazy, you guys. Crazy,
So my
crazy.
guess is he probably pulled the trigger and nothing happened, so that's when he went for the second gun. But I can't tell you when that was. I just don't.
Okay. All right. So that's all we're gonna do for our protocol. Everything will be handled by Major Crimes now. I want you to get checked out by rescue. If you feel the need to, if you need to go to a hospital or whatever, that's up to you. But you need to go be checked out by rescue.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you discharge your firearm at all?
No.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Glad you're okay. Yeah.
Thanks. Is Anthony still in there?
I think he is, yeah.
Still got.
Well, your Chiefs got out here quick. That's good.
Yeah.
How long you been up?
2 years.
Have you been at Lakemore the whole time?
1 year.
Where were you prior?
Darien.
Oh, obviously.
How far? It's way south.
Oh, I'm glad you're okay.
Thank you. kind of want to vomit.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Nobody's gonna judge you.
Ready?
How you feeling?
I'm okay.
A little shaken up still,
A
or?
little bit. Having to retell the story.
Yeah, they'll be asking you it 19 more times, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Sign on the bottom line saying you do not want to be transported. Yeah, you're done with us. All right. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks.
So, you go to hospital get checked?
No. It'll take me minutes.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
You really should go to the hospital. Yeah. I would.
I would.
You really should go to the hospital.
Okay. You sure?
They're all telling me.
Sure. You should just go get checked. How do you feel? Seriously?
I'm okay.
You sure?
I think I'm maybe more mentally upset than anything.
Okay. But I mean, hospital,
I mean, the worst is the bruising that's coming in.
right? I mean, the hospital can, be prescribed. I don't know. It's up to you. I can't tell you you have to go, but it's completely up to you. It depends how you feel. Are you on?
Uh-huh.
Who's telling you? Lauren? Yeah. Oh, they indicated that you felt pretty nauseous afterwards, and I didn't blame you. There's no reason not to. Let's just go.
For what? I'm not injured though.
You don't have to be physically injured. It could be just nerves. It could be a lot of things. I mean, if you feel as though you need to go, then go. If you don't, don't. You don't have to. Nobody's telling you have to go. Okay, it's up to you. It says you didn't discharge your firearm. None of that has to happen with you per state law. So you're good to go. Hang out here. You can have a seat in my car. You can go stand here and talk with the people. Whatever you want to do, and then maybe times be here to interview you. It should be pretty easy, pretty quick. Okay?
Yep.
Sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, is Gary going to be out for a while?
Gary,
Can I switch to day shift? I think I'm going to need a break.
Well, we're proud of you once again.
Thank
We
you.
really are proud of you.
Oh, man.
You did a great job once again. So,
Thank you. I'm never doing anything without Anthony again.
well, it's how important partners are. It's very, very important. So you got a great partner.
Yeah.
So.
Morgan, I did have the net health bill. Do you still need it health?
Negative. You can open here.
Park City, Lake Morgan. If we can resume normal your traffic, thank you.
She's tough.
She don't want to go.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too. Good to see you. Thanks for coming out to help. Appreciate it. It's this is not raining.
Yeah.
It's buggy out there though.
We've been there since
Mm-hmm.
So you're coming back to us?
Am I? In what capacity? No, we're live.
Oh.
You can go ahead and deactivate. Go down.
All right, you guys, let's go ahead.
New tab button. Next shift plus N button. Pause K button.
We're going to
Pause
go
K button.
ahead and
Play
just,
game.
we're going to
Alert. Press escape to exit.
go back over to,
Alert. Restart your fat burner.
I don't know what that was, but let's,
Title is StreamYard Google Chrome. Document. Banner. Visit link graphic /land. Kenneth Martell case review.
I'm
Land.
just
Button.
going to turn this off real quick, you
Your right
guys,
bluetooth.
the
Land.
screen
Visit link on
share here.
Land. End broadcast button. Banner end. JJ cam clickable. Land.
Come
Number
on.
150. Land. 0 clickable. Land. Unlabeled 0 button. Unlabeled 1 button. Unlabeled 2.
One
Unlabeled
second,
3
it's
button.
just
Unlabeled 4
kind of
button.
laggy,
Unlabeled 5
you
button.
guys,
Unlabeled 6
but
button. R remove from screen. Land. Land. Remove from stream clickable. Land. JFM screen. Land. Mute clickable. Land. Start cam clickable.
okay,
Land.
where is
Settings clickable.
it?
Land. Stop screen clickable.
There we go. All right, you guys. So there's the video. I believe they handled it really good. I mean, I think it was a pretty straightforward case. She went to check on this guy, had no idea. Obviously, she didn't know that he had any warrants. I mean, the cops don't know until they run you, unless they know, have a current picture of somebody that's got a warrant out for their arrest and they're wanted in, throughout the different states and stuff. They're not going to know right off. I think that she, I think the only thing that I find to be maybe a little risky on her part is going back in there where that car was by herself. I believe she should have waited on her partner when she saw that car back there. She should have probably just did a little bit of the, just creeped up, but not went all the way back in there and waited on a second car to come in with her. And I believe that would have made a big difference. I don't know that he would have still left alive, because I believe from the reports, either way it went, he's always probably had the intention to try to fight back before going. And he had 2 weapons right in reach, let alone all the other weapons that he had stashed. So I don't think he would have went quietly either way it went, but I just don't think it would have came down to, the lady officer having a gun put to her head. That's her deal is going to be the mental thing for a while. And, like she said, she's going to need a break. She was going to need a break from that. So I would like to get your opinions. Please, be sure to let me know your thoughts on this. How do you think the cops handled it? Do you think they did everything right? Do you think they did it wrong? And any other opinions you might have.
StreamYard. Document. Banner. Visit link graphic
Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff, you guys. So
you are live on YouTube.
usually with the JFam channel, we usually just do the videos, have fun, all that stuff. But, I am taking criminal justice and all that, psychology and all that. And I watch this stuff. So, but let me know what you guys think. And, to the family out there of, let me see here.
StreamYard Google Chrome. 21 man attempts to murder late world. Title notepad.
Where'd it go?
Edit. Land. Kenneth Martell.
To the family of Kenneth Martells, it's not your fault. And, I'm really sorry that, for your loss. There's no easy way to ever, deal with something like that. It's unfortunate that, that Kenneth ended up murdering somebody. and there's just no excuse for that. But you know, I believe, since I've been in law school, I believe that everything should be handled, you know, through justice. And you know, if that meant him being in prison for the rest of his life and possibly getting help for a mental condition, then that's what, you know. But unfortunately, it didn't make it that far. So, but still, you know, it's not the family's fault, and I'm sorry that you've had to go through this. So, you guys let me know what you think, and we're gonna go ahead and get out of here for now.
StreamYard.
Well, after my computer stops being, it's so laggy when I jump back and forth, but that's all right. Here we go.
Visit link on YouTube. Land. End broadcast button.
All right, you guys, leave your comments, and I will be doing an update on this if I find any more information about this guy. But I really don't think there's going to be a lot left to find. I mean, other than there might be maybe a video I might come across about, you know, the other murder that Kenneth did. But if I come across that or the report, then we'll do a review on that. So we'll talk to you guys later on. Take care.
Mobile dialog. Land. Heading level 4. End. Not yet button. End broadcast button. StreamYard.